Hey, church. Happy Friday. I'm excited that we get to talk a little bit more about the book of Joshua today. And as we were going through it, my first thought in our particular chapters today is, wow, I'm not quite sure what to talk about. Um, and I remember there's a guy who talked with me about just how hard it was to draw a devotional experience out of a lot of the Old Testament. And so I sat and pondered, and I believe God is good, and all of His Word is able to teach and correct and encourage and rebuke. And so we're going to examine that section out of Joshua that we read today, 12 to 14, about the defeated kings and the tribal allotments and the going out and the beginning of passing of the baton from Joshua as the unified leader. They're all going together. And with the giving of the tribal allotments, now the tribes are going to be tasked with going out and doing the work themselves. That official baton passing is coming up so far. But what was wonderful, as I was thinking today, is that Joshua, through God, gave these allotments while the enemy was still in the land. They didn't possess the land yet. They had some of it, but they still were told, go out. It's yours. All you have to do is go get it. It's not conquered yet. You have to go trust God enough to take it. And I thought that was a really wonderful reality that we could relate to, is that our God has given us a task. We are His ambassadors. And I was talking with the group last night that ambassadors stand on enemy soil representing their home turf. And we, as Christ's ambassadors, stand on the soil of the enemy. It's regrettable, but Scripture identifies Satan as the ruler of this earth. Here's a little tired Abigail. She always comes to say hi. But we are God's ambassadors on the enemy territory. It's our job to uphold our home turf, which is the kingdom of heaven. And so that's a connection point we can make here today, is that we are sent out on a mission to reclaim land for our King and to go out and do the work, trusting that God has already accomplished the victory. Because if we go out in the power of God, we know that that's the case. Victory is assured. Our job is obedience. Bill Fay, in his evangelism workbook, Share Jesus Without Fear, talks about the sin of silence. He says, your job is just to go and share Jesus. The results aren't up to you. And we know that how salvation comes is a call of God on the hearts of people. We are the vehicle through which the call is issued. And so we have to be, again, like Joshua, strong and very courageous, understanding the task might look daunting. We might think that there are giants in the hills and be very afraid, but understand that God is giving us the victory and that we need to walk forward in confidence so we can be like Caleb in our reading today. Look, I upheld the name of God as holy, and so I want my reward. Joshua, give me the good portion. And he gets it. And that's what we want when we come face to face with our Joshua, with Jesus, our King. We want to be able to say, I upheld your name as holy. I never backed down and I never doubted you. And Jesus will, knowing the truth of that, say, well done, good and faithful servant. Come and get your good allotment. And we don't know if that's soon or far, but when that day comes, I look forward to seeing you there.